only God knows how many names I have mispronounced from that genealogy. In Spanish, it's easier. Okay. So, the first reading, there's Jacob is speaking about Judah, and he uses a beautiful image. He says that Judah is like a lion's whelp. And in the book of Revelation, I don't know if you knew this, but one of the titles that Jesus receives is Lion of Judah. Chapter 5 of Revelations, Jesus is called Lion of Judah. So I think it's beautiful in this final days of Advent to see how Jesus can take for himself two titles that can seem so different among themselves. Lion, but also Lamb. Jesus is at the same time Lion of Judah, but also Lamb. Why is he seen as a lion? And this symbolism of lion is not only present in the book of Revelations, but those who love Narnia, you also know that Asnar, who is a lion, is also a symbol of Christ. So what is it about lions that also can show something about Christ? And lions are a figure of strength and victory. So when Jesus is called Lion of Judah, we're being reminded that Jesus is a figure of victory over enemies. Victory over the enemy of sin, victory over the enemy of death, not only for himself, but also for all humanity. So on one hand, we have Jesus, the Lion of Judah, symbol of victory. But we also have Jesus, the Lamb. And what is the Lamb an image of? And I would say two things: meekness and sacrifice. When a Jew thinks about a lamb, he thinks about sacrifice. So obviously, Jesus is also in the symbolism of the lamb, the symbol of sacrifice and meekness. And I think here there's also a great reminder for each one of us that in the same way that Jesus was lion and lamb, we are also called to be victorious over sin and victorious over our enemies, but meek like lambs, willing to undergo sacrifice for the good of others. So in this day, in this last week of Advent, let us take to ourselves to be strong like lions who have victory over our enemies, but at the same time to have the meekness of a lamb, to recognize our faults, to endure the sacrifice that God calls us to undertake for the good of others.